And once you have got an overview of ethics, now you must see for yourself in my life, in judging my actions, what is the type of theory which most applies to me. Now see, for people like I told you, Charvaks, purely materialists, they will say, well, obviously happiness is the standard, pleasure is the standard, whatever gives me immediate pleasure should be the standard. So then it naturally comes to consequentialist theory, right? And there are people who will tell you, there are systems of thought, philosophers, there are cultures which will tell you, no, duty is above everything else. Whether there is happiness or not in that duty, whether there is pleasure or not, whether there is utility or not, duty is above everything. है ना? भगवद गीता का मैसेज क्या है मेनली? कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन. The end does not justify the means. It should be duty based, every action. So that is the deontological stand. So you take any kind of theory, it will fall under these slots. Now we have to decide what to take up. But before we go into that, in our everyday life and experience, before we decide which action is right or wrong, good or bad, we will go a little into the scriptures. Because what do the scriptures give us? General principles of morality, isn't it? General standards of morality. So they give us very solid ground for ethics, studying ethics. And that is why we will go a little bit into our scriptures to see what is it that they are prescribing, which of the theories to follow, which theory is valid, in our case which theory to use. Now for that, first let me go into the Vedas. Taittiriya Upanishad aapne suna hai? In the Taittiriya Upanishad, there is a convocatory address which the Guru is giving the disciples. When they are returning home, the students are returning home after completing their education, the Guru gives them a set of instructions in which he is telling them what they ought to do, what they should not do. They are prescriptive in nature, you can say, but very clearly defined ethics are there. You must have heard of it. Satyam vada, dharmam chara, swadhyayan ma pramadaha, matrudevo bhava, pitrudevo bhava, acharya devo bhava, atiti devo bhava. So many such instructions are there. Speak the truth and satyam, dharmam chara, walk the path of righteousness, don't ignore your studies, don't ignore learning, satyana pramaditavyam, dharmana pramaditavyam, kushalana pramaditavyam. Don't ignore any of this, neither truth nor righteousness nor kushal, your welfare. Put your mind into things which will build your life. And again, the Guru also tells the disciples, follow those actions which are ideal in us, and the rest of the actions judge for yourself. So they are not just prescriptions actually. He is asking the students to determine for themselves what is the right thing to do. So you see, he is pointing to certain definite ways of thinking, ways of judging, and judging the goodness of an action, the rightness or wrongness of an action. And this was something, you know how the Vedas were transmitted? The very word for Vedas is Shruti, which means they were transmitted by hearing, from teacher to student, through hearing. Those days there was no writing or such, or just something on barks of trees, but mainly they were transmitted by word of mouth, by hearing. So the disciple again transmits it to his disciple. This is how we have collected the entire Vedas right from the beginning. So these are the things which Taittiriya Upanishad, this kind of ethical theory is being given out to us. Another hymn is there in the Rig Veda, Sangachadvam Sambadadvam. You must have heard of it. You see, it tells you, if I go into the Sanskrit, you must know it in English, then you will be able to understand. Let us walk together, let us speak in harmony, let our minds apprehend alike, common be the end of your assembly, united be your thoughts, united be your hearts, let us be perfect in our unity. So what are they trying to tell us through all this? Be united, be of one will, one mind, and you will be successful collectively. So you see, they are pointing out to coordination, they are pointing to team spirit, team effort, collective effort. So many such things are there in the Vedas, right from the Vedas. How we should conduct ourselves. On an everyday basis, what should be the priorities in our life? How should our thinking be? And what is it that is to be sought in life? By knowing these things, क्या होता है आपको खुद ही पता चलेगा what kind of actions are required in order to gain these things. Isn't it?